I thought I would share with you how I came up with the Lolita Gentry project. Actually, it didn't start out as a Lolita Gentry project. It didn't start out as film ideas at all. It started out as stories. Well, quite honestly, the Lolita Gentry character started out as just a name. It wasn't even a character, but it started out Lolita Gentry was a name from that game, and some of you guys might have played depending on the company you kept. The game was either what is your porn name or what is your drag name. And I played it both ways because I kept a lot of very different company. Yep, ran with some interesting crowds out there. Anyway, the game, if you don't know it, is you take your first pet's name and the name of the street you grew up on. Well, the very first pet I had was a really beautiful and cranky cat named Lolita. And the street I grew up on was Gentry. I always thought it was a really cool name, so I've hung on to that name for years, ever since I played this game in college, and that was like 20 years ago. And but she never really had a voice, and I've used that name as a pen name for certain things. When I was a blogger, I'm sure you never heard of it because no one read my blogs. As I even used it one time when I had an anonymous character in a play, and when you're ensemble, you don't actually get a name, so I used that character. I used that name for that character. So, but she didn't have a voice. Well, not so that long ago, a few years back, my life just went just horrible. You know, when they say you hit rock bottom, I hit rock bottom. But I didn't do drugs. I wasn't an alcoholic or any kind of anything like that. It's just my life went just horrible. It was terrible. I mean, for me it was terrible. It's all relative, but it was horrible. It was, and I was very very angry, and I had so much hate. Well, that energy, instead of putting that energy out there in a really bad way, and who knows what kind of bad ways that could have gone, I put it into stories, and Lolita had a voice. Um, That's the reason why, if you read the synopsis, why Lolita is an assassin. You can guess how horrible my life was back then, and just how angry I was. Actually, coincidentally, I'm making this video tonight, and earlier today, I ran into the the very guy that started the ball rolling of the horrible couple of years. The very guy. And you know what? He had the nerve to say hi to me like nothing ever happened and tried to give me a hug. Let me tell you, there's going to be a new episode written. Yeah. I get a lot of inspiration. My inspiration comes from life, people. So, that's how Lolita Gentry was born. That character, anyway, was born by a game played, common kids game, weird kids game. Kids, and well, I hope kids under 16 don't really play that game, but they probably do. What's your porn name? What's your drag name? And becoming a really cool name that I hung on to, and eventually was given a voice because my life was absolutely and totally ruined by that guy that I saw today. But if it wasn't for that guy, Well, I probably shouldn't continue to hate because that happened like 2 years ago. My life is awesome right now. I wouldn't have the Lolita Gentry project. He inspired it, and he should be proud. You should be proud, guy. You're the inspiration for a project about hired killers. That's the impact you made on someone's life. Wouldn't you like to give that kind of inspiration to a writer? But that's the story behind the Lolita Gentry project. It started out as just stories where I had to write to get that angry energy out and keep my life going. Because if I didn't have that, if I didn't have an outlet like that, if I didn't have Lolita Gentry, there would have been no more Janae Herring. I really believe that. So, in a sense, this hired killer saved this writer's life. Until next time, we'll take you on a tour. I don't know what tour. I don't know where I'm going to take you. But I'll take you someplace.